Caller, you on with StrongIsland.com.
Yes, I'm on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm calling in reference to tattooing, and does it matter? My name is Katrina, and yes, it does matter.
What, the location? The location matters?
Even more so if the tattoos emerge out into the fingers and all over the head and all over the hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that tattoos should be. I don't think tattoos should be seen like that. I mean, it's okay to express your opinion, and I don't mind that. But when they're all over the face, I mean, your beauty is in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
So if a tattoo is all over your face, to me, it's kind of taken away from your beauty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess some people may see a beauty in that artwork. I agree with you, though, but I don't see it. Like, I see certain locations, especially on a woman, can, look good. But I think too much is too much. That's in my opinion, But some people like it, so what are you going to do?
I mean,
and you know what? To each his own. If that's what you like, by all means, do it.
Exactly.
Whatever makes you happy.
And you have to live with that, though. So when if you do look for jobs in certain situations, it's not good to be judged or prejudged. But unfortunately, in today's society, you are going to get prejudged, and you have to be ready for that. So you're making a big decision when you do that.
But Caller, I just want to say something with your towards your comment. I wanted to say, well, me personally, I have no problem with, you having a lot of tattoos as long as, like, you're discreet with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, if you look at me right now on the camera, if you're on the live stream on StrongIsland.com, you would not see not one tattoo. Because, like I said, it's no hands, no neck, no face. It's nowhere where you can just see it right there. But, like, basically all my tattoos are discreet, and that's why I say, like, to me, I'm pro tattoo, because there's nothing wrong with having them as long as you know how to finagle what you're doing with the tattoo.
Yeah.
But what about not only the tattoos? What about if you have the piercings all over? And of course, the piercings can be seen. What happens when you go to apply for a job? What happens in that case?
Yeah.
Well,
I think I think everybody at this point understands what they're getting into. Everybody who pierces, they're not stupid. They know that they may have some issues with certain people who may judge them. But I think today they know, and people who do.
I think they really don't like. I think some people honestly really don't care. It's like, all right, this is my life. I'm gonna live it how they live. So, like I said, me personally, whatever you do with your body, that's on you. Me personally, I'm not gonna get a lot of tattoos. I'm sorry, tattoos I will get a lot of them, but piercings, no. You know what I'm saying? But, like, everybody has their own, vice. Some people could that's what they like. That's their passion. Yeah. Some people like a lot of piercings. Some people like a lot of tattoos.
And we have Peg Star is a tattoo artist, and her father, from what I understand, it was his shop, so it's in her family. So you have a family of tattoo artists. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure she's going to have an opinion on this also. So, I know she does have it all on her arms and stuff. I guess to each his own. I hear you. But I will tell you, Caller, are you still on the line?
I'm still here, but I have something else that I wanted to add in.
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
And that is the question that needs to be addressed, and maybe this is for another segment, is how many people do not have tattoos? Because as of today, for the majority of the people have at least one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely true. Actually, I have a little research that I was doing. It says in the 90s. Are you there, Caller?
I'm here.
Okay. It says in the 1990s, tattoos have become a mainstream part of global and Western fashion. Now it says, and this has become common between all sexes, economic classes, and all age ranges. Now it says by the 2010s, they even started coming out with a Barbie that had a lot of tattoos on it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, right? Because, like I said, it became a fad. It became It became basically the new thing to do. Now it says in 2010, around 3 in 5 people were accepted. I'm sorry, of the generation Y did not have any tattoos in the United States, and 3/4 of the Australians underneath 30 did not have any tattoos.
All right, let's bring in another caller. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate that, caller.
Okay, who's on the line now?
Hello?
Yes, how you doing? StrongIsland.com.
Yeah, well, how you doing, man?
Good. This is L.A. and F.L.O.W.Z.
We got F.L.O.W.Z in L.A. What's going on, caller?
What's your opinion on this?
Hello? Have you been listening?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no, I was saying, were you listening to the question? Like, did you hear what was going on?
Who this? This F.L.O.W.Z?
Yes, it is. It's F.L.O.W.Z. What's going on?
Yo, this the homie Concept, my dude. What's good?
Oh, Concept. What's going on, man? Salute to you, man. What's going on?
All day,
how you doing?
baby, all day, son. A-Ville in the building, all
Definitely.
day.
A-Ville stand up, man. So, but did you hear the question? Like, did you hear what we were talking about as far as like how much body art is too much and does location matter?
I definitely heard the question. I definitely heard the last call. I've been peeping the whole show. And bottom line, yes, all of it matters. I think the location is more important than exactly how many you have, but I think location is key. Okay. Location is probably the most important about the tattoo.
Okay.
And bottom line, I think it all comes down to what you're really trying to do out of life, really, because bottom line, if you have tattoos on your face and neck, you're going to get judged just because of how you look, whether you're trying to get a job, whether you're trying to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, regardless if you're a great person, you got a great personality, your appearance and your image is everything. So people are going to judge you just off of how you look off jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% true. Because what's the first thing people see? They see your physical appearance. They don't know you yet. Yeah. They walk up to you, they turn around and see you, whatever the case may be. So you're 100% right, caller.
And the first impression is the most important. That first time you meet somebody. So, unfortunately, you know, we do judge people by their appearance,
we
and
definitely
you know,
do.
it's not right because we're not seeing who that person really is. But it happens a lot today. So, you know, that's why I said if you're going to do all this, I think you have to understand what you're getting into, and you have to be prepared for it. You know, if you're strong enough and you're, you know, you can rise above it, and you don't need those people who do judge you, then that's great. But just be prepared. That's all I can say. I mean, I have 2 tattoos, and that's it. That's all I got. I want one more, but I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. I tell people all the time, like back in the day, I had 2 tattoos. I had these 2 earrings. Like, I remember years ago, you had an earring in your right ear, you were gay. If you had one in your left, you were straight.
You were straight, right? I definitely remember that. You remember that?
So I used to have people, they used to look at me and they say, "Oh, well, like, what does that mean when you have 2 earrings?" I'm like, it doesn't mean anything. It just means
you
I
have 2 earrings. Right? Like what?
But my point is like today, I look so freaking normal. To stand out in today's day, and that's what I think it is. It's like everybody tries to stand out, and today's day and age, it's so hard to stand out at this point. What can you possibly do to yourself
to really stand out?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, look at the people that do stand out now. Now you have to look nuts, you know, and people are trying to stand out. People are wearing jeans that are cutting off circulation just because they try to keep up with an image, or they trying to look like the next man. Like, so the appearance in your image is huge. Like I said, and it goes back to what you're really trying to do out of life. If you're trying to make 100,000 from a 9 to 5, you gotta, you know, you're not getting it with a tattoo on your neck. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying?
Not unless it's your business.
I'm about to say, unless you
own
the business.
It's your business, and you know, it sucks because you know you're going on interviews, and the main thing is you're trying to sell yourself.
Exactly, and the first thing
that's the first thing they're going to look at. It's hard enough trying to get a job as a minority and a colored individual because you get judged off of that immediately, you know, and it's crazy, but it sucks that it plays a part, but it does, and that's society, and you know you gotta play by the rules. It all depends what you're really trying to get out of it, man.
Exactly.
Listen, you're 100% right, man. And you know what's so funny about the tattoos? It's becoming like, I mean, of course, definitely with minorities and people of color, but like tattoos have become actually like, so a lot of people look at it as a devilish kind of thing. Like, no matter what color you are, like, if you have a lot of tattoos, they look at you like you either been to jail, you're going to jail. You feel me? Like you're in the gang, you're in a biker gang,
in jail, or maybe you got the tattoo in jail.
In jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait, that don't look professional. Yeah, he was in jail. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, unfortunately, it has its own bias. So like LA was saying, I think you have to know what you're getting into, and that's why me personally, I do have like he said he has 2. I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I actually have like I stopped counting after like 22.
Really?
Honestly, like I don't even know how many I have all together, but I'm getting a couple more. Couple million, like maybe like 10, but you know. But what I'm saying is,
I have two myself, man, and I love tattoos. I would love to get, you know, 2 full sleeves if I could. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know, I know my parents feel a certain way about it, and I also know society feels a way about it. So I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to be in the next 10 years. Is based on how many more tattoos I get, honestly.
Hey, listen, that's a good way to think.
Yo, let me say something. You mentioned the devil twice.
No, never in my life devilish.
You
I'm
said
just saying
devilish or something, but it makes me think of this one. Let me
I
just tell you this one.
I don't believe in that. I'm not saying.
No. I just want to tell you a story because it totally reminded me of something happened a long time ago. Okay. Because I remember I was with a girl. And, you know, we were getting a little busy, you know, and I was, you know, kind of like kissing up from her, you know, like the bottom
lower
part of the back.
Of our back, okay.
And I was going up, and I had kind of like, I was in the moment, I had my eyes closed and everything, and I'm lifting her shirt, and I'm kissing this girl's shoulder, and I opened my eyes, and there was the devil.
Oh, wow.
I was kissing the devil.
Well, you go see. That's perfect because now you have a story.
I'm telling you, it freaked me out, bro.
You woke. You open your eyes up and you kiss the devil.
She had like this devil
face or with a little pitchfork.
You know what I'm saying? But still, it was like really weird. And that to me is like placement and what you pick, like certain things. But that wasn't working for me.
Yeah, no. See, stuff like that is not going to work for me either.
No, that kind of like threw me off. But
it's but you know, like I said, I think, like I said, me personally, to each his own, because I can't tell you what to do. I don't pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, like, you have your own body. You're gonna make your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? You could be raised one way, and you're still gonna be that way, but you start making your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? As you get older and mature, you know what I'm saying? Get more mature.
I hear you.
So, you know, like I said, I think to each his own. Some people like you said, caller. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to wear certain stuff that's just cutting off circulation. Like, that's one style. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to wear a lot of tattoos. Some people like to wear, you know what I'm saying, like face tattoos. Some people like the body modification. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like a lot of people now, what they're doing is they're getting like the bones through their lip. They're getting the spikes. They're getting the spikes in their ears. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's all about, like I said, individuality. I
think it's all about trying to do something different and trying to break the boundaries.
I'm about to say, come out of the conformity.
Just to kind of like stand out a little bit. Some way, do something that somebody hasn't done. Something, to me, that's what it seems to be. It just seems like what do they call that? They call that
trying to rebel, like rebel against the.
No, there's a word. Oh yeah, desensitization.
Oh, like trying to desensitize the situation.
Desensitize. Yeah, what happens is after you see, like it's in movies, when you see, you know, like murder scenes or killings or violence in movies. After you see it a few times, you start
to think like that.
You start to get used to it, so it doesn't take as much to shock you anymore. It takes more to shock you. So what happens is you start to get used to all the violent scenes, and then little by little, it takes more and more to get you, you know, pushed beyond that limit. So that's what it is. Like, look at the horror movies out today. It's like brutal.
Yeah, it's real
blood.
Brutal.
I mean, it's like there's no storylines anymore, you know.
But you know what's so crazy about that? About like a lot of horror stuff now. To me, it's like back in the day, those were scary movies. This is more like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's really, like, to me, like, what do you think, DJ PD Spinner?
Sometimes, I was actually talking about it with somebody else. Sometimes it's actually comedy.
Yeah, but it says it's more of an entertainment. Yeah. Like, oh, that's okay.
You're more likely to laugh because you kind of know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen, exactly.
You know, you're going to see the girl's going to fall in the woods.
Like the normal one too. But like, I mean, like, let's say I haven't seen it yet, so I mean, I can't speak too much on it. But you know what I'm saying? Has anybody seen Paranormal Activity 3?
Nah,
like, people been talking about it.
I still got to see that.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it, but like I was seeing some of the effects. The effects are good, but it's like, okay, yeah, you know, the little girl was floating, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's not really scary to me. You know what I'm saying? Doors opening. Now, when I was younger, and I used to be in the house by myself, doors were opening.
Well, look at movies like.
I was like, oh.
Look at movies like.
Yeah, I just saw Cookie's comment also.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny? I was just about to read that too. Yeah.
You know why it's funny? You know why it's funny is because, you know, I'm black with a Jewish name and I have tattoos. So of course I'm already looked at funny or funny style just because of going against the the standards. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I hear you. My barber's a Russian Jew. So, but yeah, Cookie's comment is she says talk about religion and tattoos because Jewish religion. They will not, supposedly is what she's saying, they will not bury you in their cemetery if you have done that to your body, if you have marked your body. So I don't know if that's true or not. Everybody want to call in and let us know if it is true.
Okay.
But
I think it's true to a certain extent.
Yeah, and probably in the stricter,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have a little research that I did on the internet. It says tattooing has been a Eurasian practice at least since around the Neolithic times. You know what I'm saying? They say they found an Iceman dating back from the 4th to the 5th element BC, and he had 57 carbon tattoos on him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So like,
well, tattoos have been around for
they've been around for a very long time.
Absolutely.
And then it says it's been a decline over basically in certain cultures following the European efforts to convert Aborigines and indigenous people to Western religion and cultural practices that held tattooing to be a pagan or a heathen activity. Like, you know, everybody know what heathen is. Heathen is like more of like a negative word. Like you're a heathen, you're a thug, or you're a pagan. Like I'm saying, somebody that's an outcast. So it says in some traditional indigenous cultures, tattooing take place and became a context of a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? So basically, at one point, it became, in order for you to become a child to an adult, you had to get certain tattoos. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if a lot of people back in the day, you see a lot of movies. You see like where a lot of Samoans, they would actually get a stick, and they would dip one of the sticks with like some needles or some little threads.
I seen some shit on Discovery Channel where this tribe, and they made the skins of their the young boys. They cut. They made it alligator skin, like with all the cuts.
Oh, little cuts,
and actually, the way it's scarred, their whole backs were actually like an alligator, because I think they worshipped the alligator or something like that, but it was like a reptile. And when they started to get introduced to razor blades, they started using the razor blades instead of what they used before, which were, I guess, the stones or whatever they did. But they still do it to this day. They mark the, it's crazy. I mean, I couldn't even watch. It was insane. And
but that's the crazy part. Like, that's part of their culture. That's part of their tradition. You know what I'm saying? Going becoming it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to become, in order for you to become a man, you have to either get these tattoos. You have to either get scarred. Like, I might actually have a picture right here. Will they see it? It might, because it's black and white. I don't know if y'all can see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a scar. I mean, it's a man from a bony village in Africa, and they actually scarred him 3 times all the way down his face. So, like, if anybody knows, if you ever heard of a buck 50, he has 3 of them on the side of his face. You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's part of their culture. And like I said, nobody, like, and you would be an outcast if you didn't have these scars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
And that's what they did. The kids, they had to get it done. Once they were 16 or something like that, they all had it done. So it was part of becoming a man. That's what I'm saying. Who's to say is right or wrong? Like, people, it's in their cultures, and everybody's got to make their own choice.
Yeah. Like I said, know what you're doing before you do it. And, like, that's
man.
That's what
just
you
think
do.
about it. Don't just rush it. But it can be addicting. It definitely can be addicting.
You know what's so funny? A lot of people said that. I know my mother said that before. My father might have said it before. A lot of people, like, that's not even in my family, like, they say, once you get your first one, it's gonna be very addicting. My thing is this: to me, I'm not addicted. I'm committed. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, life you go through, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people express it in different ways. Some people have poetry, music. Some people write in a diary. Some people dress a certain kind of way to express how they feel. You know what I'm saying? My thing is I express myself through my music, you know, the way I speak, my mindset, and then me having tattoos. Like, none of mine's like nothing crazy. It's about things I went through my life. I have, you know, like a piano over here. You know what I'm saying? I have a microphone over here. You know what I'm saying?
So you have to, long sleeve will cover everything.
Cover everything.
Okay. But if you wear short sleeves,
a short sleeve, you will see my tattoos.
I got
so you know, I always joke with some people, and I say, during the summertime, I'm gonna be the only person wearing short sleeves in certain jobs. Long sleeves in certain jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is nice and cool. And, you know, I'm over here with a fan.
That's your choice, right?
Like I said, you got to know what you're doing before you do it. And that was my choice to do. And like I said, I'm going to get more. But, you know, like I said, I think, you know, callers, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? You can always call in.
Well, we still have our other caller on the line. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm rocking out with y'all.
Okay.
I think the way it works, when another call comes in, I can drop this call and go to the next one. I hope so.
Okay.
I don't know. So we're going to stay on for a couple more minutes, then we're going to go into a quick break, and we're going to come right back. But, yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Amityville. I'm calling from, you know, me and F.L.O.W.Z, we go way back, you know what I mean? So
that's right.
I have to call in support, show my dudes some love, man. But I'm going to get out of here. I got some work to do. Y'all keep doing your thing, though.
All right, cool.
Yo, I appreciate it.
Come up there for a visit not too long, though.
Definitely. Listen, I appreciate the concept, man. Salute you, man. And A-ville, definitely stand up, man. We appreciate it.
All right.
All day. All right, peace.
All right.
All right, cool. So I'm glad we got the phone situation.
We finally got the phones working. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It might have been a little thing on our part.
Yo,
but we got it working. It was
definitely
now.
something here because I found it and
I've
been checking.
Ever
because we had a problem a few weeks back and now I know the two things that we absolutely have to make sure are good to go. So from this point on, we should be straight.
Oh, okay.
So all right, so you want to take a little break and then we'll come back. We'll talk some more.
Yeah, we could definitely.
All right, cool.
We got DJ PT Spitters on the ones and twos.
Yeah, man. PT.
Yeah.
A couple minutes. We'll come right back. All right. It's the weekly show.
Stay tuned. StrongIsland.com.
New York City. You are now rocking with the best. Boyt Banks. New York City. You are now rocking. New York City. New York City. New York City. You are now. New York City. You are now rocking with the best. Boyt Banks. G-Neck.
We on fire. Up in here, it's burning hot. We on fire. Should we take it off? If it get too hot, up in this spot, we on fire. Tear the roof off the smoke, like the roof on fire. What you say? We get loose in the smoke, like the roof on fire. 5, 9.
You turn me up. Yeah. I got a night. L. Banks, baby baller of the year. Got about 9-10 dimes and all of them is here. L. Banks, baby baller of the year. Got about 9-10 dimes and all of them is here. It don't matter. L. Banks, baby baller of the year. Got about 9-10 dimes and all of them is here. It don't matter, cause before the night is done, I disappear. So my new one, I'm leaving out of the side. Meet me there. Yeah, weed bottles everywhere. Metal full of hollows, I don't mind a petty stare. I don't need a favor, baby, I'm a millionaire. Got a show hopping out of the lair, Tanzania. You ain't getting nothing, you ain't getting money. Money make a mag more Henny, more honeys. $100 bills, $50 bills, keep the 20s, dummy. I'ma go get a bitter, a nigga, spitter. Go digger, couldn't get yourself a chip. Dig yourself a hole, told him I was cold from the bed. 0-0 man, need more those in my dish. Squawks in my whip, more till I'm rich. I'm rich. Ladies, they love me. Their eyes are all about money. They pay me and I stunt. Then I can have any girl I want. I got a night, I got a night. I got a night, I got a night. This all city, flow right out the hospital. VV'd up, girl, don't let them guys trick you, homie. Head racing full of bogeys, I'ma build way from a mill. Taking what these owe me, give me room. Click, cut, motherfucker, boom. You think he on my level, musta ate a mushroom. Any superhero, Darth Vader, plus stones. Keep them for the zero is my motherfucker room. I ain't planting seeds, unless they grow me marijuana. One last like I'm fat, bomb first like Obama. Lacing up my lose, watch me catch another comma. I'm enough for free, while I'm less than ever. I'm kicking them people. Boxes full of batter.
Oh no, BT Spinner on the ones and twos.
All right, StrongIsland.com, the weekly show, the LA and F.L.O.W.Z. We are back. The question of the day is body art.
That's right.
Piercings.
How much body art is too much, and does location matter?
Yes, and we have a caller on the line. Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Okay, I'm calling in. First of all, RBG, salute.
Okay, salute. Okay, RBG, salute. How you doing?
I was thinking about the question a lot, and I don't think it's too much unless maybe a job or something like that wouldn't call for you to have it where it's showing. Sometimes people may overdo it when they put it on the stage or something like that, but I think body art is something that expresses a story of your life, and it's a story that can't be erased. So I don't think it's too much.
Okay. So you're basically saying, like, as far as, like, you know, a lot of stuff that's visible, you know what I'm saying, and that's not discreet, you're saying that might be too much. But as far as body art in general, expressing yourself, that's cool. But now the other part is, as long as it's not for a job, that's when it's the hands, the face, and the neck become a problem, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to think about it as far as putting it in places that, like maybe your face, or maybe putting the wrong things on where they can be seen. It's okay areas of the body that can't be seen, but if it's an area of the body that is easily displayed, like your face, things like that, you have to be careful with that. But I don't think too much is a such thing as too much. As long as there's space on the body, ink it up.
Okay.
So it's pretty much up to that person. If they want to go for it, they can go for it. I mean, if they do the body parts, the hands and the face that are always visible, then that's up to them. They're taking
choice.
that. Yeah, they're making that choice. So, I mean, I hear you. It's a personal opinion,
basically,
because it's not my body. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it's like, as far as with me, every tattoo, every piece of ink that I have, it means something special. It was meant for that time in my life. So as I add things and I look back on them, it's a clear reminder of not necessarily always something good. It could be something bad. Mm-hmm. But when you reflect on it with your art, it makes it, it makes it have some meaning. So.
And you know what's so funny? I definitely I agree with you, Caller, because that's exactly what I was saying earlier to LA. And if you were watching the show, I was saying that to all the viewers and the supporters, is that every tattoo I have, which is, I don't really know how many, but I know it's over like 22, but is that they all mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I just got it just to get it. Like, every one of them means something. Like, it's like I said, it really it has some kind of sentimental value to me, something I went through. Something that kept me going.
It should to everybody. Mm-hmm. Everything should have, whenever somebody does mark up their body or something, they should have some type of meaning. And I don't think it does for all people. I don't think everybody picks it for meaning. They pick a lot of things that they think looks cool or something like that. But
I was gonna say that because it just popped in my head as soon as you said that. And like and this is an artist like I have a lot of respect for. But when I saw this tattoo, Lil Wayne.
Right.
Has a tattoo, I think it's of a Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? Like, every car he got the tattoo of the symbol.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that is just a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things.
And that's
it can be too much. If you don't think it out and you just, the first thing that jumps to your mind, and then you're not even using a good artist, that's something that's there for life. And You know, it could look a mess. It could end up being a scar instead of something, you know, of expression or something of meaning. You could really regret it if you think too fast. And, you know, you might think of a word that day or something that, you know, could be offensive, and then you put it somewhere for everyone to see, then that's an impression a person may have on you that you wouldn't necessarily want them to have. So
yeah,
as long as it's thought out, as long as it's a good artist, I think go for it.
Okay.
Ink the whole body.
Ink my whole body, right?
Yeah. All right. So
listen, we definitely appreciate you calling in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Salute to you, definitely, and everybody in the background. You know
yes.
All the listeners, all the
supporters. I had to call in, and big ups to Strong Island, too, doing your thing.
That's right.
No doubt. Thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
All right.
That's what's up.
All right. So
one eye open.
All day, all day. Question of the day, one eye open.
All right.
F.L.O.W.Z.
No doubt. F.L.O.W.Z. The crew is calling in. All right. So.
But yeah, so like you know, that's what I like I said, me personally, I was talking about the Lil Wayne situation.
Yeah.
Stuff like that is just like I said, all right. Do you do it just to do it? Like, okay, well, I just got this car, let me get a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, how deep a meaning is that? I mean, to me, that's all materialistic things. Like
that's
how you want to be defined, you know, like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I just
like I don't like me personally, that is too much, but like to each his own. That's why I always say to each his own. You can do.
You know, I tell you, I guess I'm a old-fashioned kind of guy in a way, but you know, there's something about a woman's body
with no tattoos.
Me personally, I'm just saying
we are really on the opposite side of the spectrum.
But that's good, man.
When I see it, but it's not too much. But when it's nice and it's
when you. I don't know. I just like the natural skin, the glow of skin. If I'm, you know what I'm saying, kissing and I don't, you know, it's just not the same.
It's not, I understand.
I have 2 tattoos, and when I feel my skin over those, it feels a little different.
It does,
you know what I'm saying?
Ink is there, yeah.
But yeah, you know, I don't mind a couple tattoos. You know, as long as they're strategically placed on a woman, that's all good. But
quick question, because you're just talking about like the women and tattoos.
Yeah.
What do you think about? I don't want to say like what everybody calls it, but you know the lower back tattoo for women.
You know,
because like I mean, listen, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I had no problem with it. Females, I definitely, because I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Just from walking around and all kind of things. But like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, a lot of other females actually, they are the ones that always say like, oh, that's that's a lot of.
Let me tell you something. A
lot of negative words they say.
The lower back female tattoo is a tricky situation because it is hot. Okay, if it's strategically placed there and it's the design is cool. Okay. You know, I'm all for it. But it's got to be the right design. And also, the only thing that just concerns me is, you know, like certain tattoos, especially in that area, you know, like that's where a lot of like this gravity starts to kick in around that area, you know, a little later on in life. And those tattoos may look really good now, but you know what I'm saying?
So like your tattoo is going to start off like this, right?
It's going to look
like this.
It's going to look like a blueprint of something.
At the end, it's going to look like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause don't forget, everything stretches when you get older.
I don't know.
You know, so
I mean, tattoos look great, like on young girls with, you know, but I don't know. I think you get to a certain age, and I don't know.
I mean, you know what it is? A lot of people, like me personally, that's why I get exactly what I get. That's something that means something to me because I know I have my habit for life. Because tattoos might cost anywhere between like 50, 100, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But to take off, it's like 10,000, 20,000, because, you know, you got to get laser surgery. You know what I'm saying? So know what you're going to get because at the end of the day, that's going to be there and it's going to be big. It's going to be stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Female or male. Like, it's even with a male, your tattoo's going to be there, but they might shrinkle up. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely where you get it, because I have one on my bottom of my leg and my calf, the outer calf, and I have one on my arm right here. Okay. And the one on my calf looks like brand new. Like from the day I got it, it's amazing. It's the first one I ever got, and it looks brand new. And this one, you know, got like faded and stuff because I guess being out in the sun.
Being out in the sun, exactly.
But Yeah, man. Like I said, I only have 2. Each one of them do mean something, you know. I have thought about getting more, and I probably will maybe get 1 or 2, but they're definitely going to mean something also.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Yep. And like I said, we're telling everybody, you know what I'm saying, we want to keep pushing this this idea, you know, to each his own. You can do whatever you want to do. So, you know what I'm saying, you can definitely call in about your stories, your tattoos, your piercings, how many you have. You can, you know what I'm saying, call in.
Yeah, and the chat room is buzzing. Yeah, the chat room is buzzing too, because we got Culture Kid. He's in the chat. He's saying he loves lower back tattoos.
Yo, listen, Culture Kid, I'm with you. I was about to say that to LA. Me personally, maybe because I don't know. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, I like it too.
No.
You know
I know you like it. I was just saying, like, you know, I was just saying, like, maybe it's from the angle I've seen them at. You know, like, you know, they look very appealing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got you. Like, I got you. I know what you're saying. You know what's funny? I was trying to think of a way to say that, and you said it, and it just clicked. But yeah, you know.
It's not, you know, like I said, like, but I realize a lot of females don't like when they see with other females because they call it like a certain name. Like, oh, you look like a, you know.
Let's just say they look sexy, because you know what I'm saying. It's not like, oh, that's pretty, you know.
That's sexy. That's definitely sexy.
Yeah,
that's sexy with 3 X's though.
That's
you know
fine.
what I'm saying? If it's the right tattoo and it's in the right design.
Absolutely.
Because if it's not, it's just
tattoos can be sexy.
Yeah, no, and that's my thing. Like, me personally, I have no problem with a female with tattoos.
PT, do you have any tattoos?
I'm about to say, what do you think about this whole tattoo situation?
I got one. I got one.
You got one? Where is it?
It's right on my upper arm.
Okay.
Right on my upper arm.
All right.
What do you think about females with tattoos? Like, you would love to do it, or is like, do you have a preference or no?
I'm gonna say I love females that have tattoos.
Okay.
Long if it's. Can't really say it, you know, that it's tasteful, because I've seen
some bad ones.
Chicks that are really out there and just all over the place, and I kind of like that too. So it's, I can't really, but I do appreciate, you know, the clean ones too. You know, clean girls that might have just
they have 1 or 2. Yeah, because that's a little sexy too in itself. You know what I'm saying? When you see that,
right? Because just, you know, you might have one thing that, you know, just kind of really means something.
Okay.
You know, there's not just a whole bunch put together over time.
I hear you.
Very
true. I can kind of
dibbling down
in between you guys.
Got you.
So I can kind of see both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, man, definitely. What's up with your brother? Is he?
He's got a couple.
He's got a couple.
He's starting off. I thought when I got the first one, I was going to take off from there.
So you thought it was going to be a gateway?
Yeah, still. Once I got the first, I was like, all right, this ain't too bad.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten any since. But not that I'm not looking though.
Okay, see.
Not that I'm not looking.
I hear. We got to have him on the show one day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely get him up here. Get him up here.
Definitely.
No doubt. I gave him some cold fighting advice on Twitter last week.
Yeah, I think I caught that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. But you know, I'm just saying, it's like
the whole thing,
it's about like it's like phases though. Is it just a huge phase right now?
I think it's definitely a big fad. But the thing is, tattoos have not, like, it's been, like I said, I think it became, at one point, it became more of a rebellious thing because everybody was saying it was bad. It's bad. You're not supposed to ink your body up. So I think the people that started doing it, they were like, you know what? I'm kind of against this, like, not necessarily the whole of society, but a lot of views, a lot of beliefs of society. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it kind of branched out. So in certain music, you know what I'm saying? You got rock, hip hop, even, you know what I'm saying? You got, not really in jazz too much. You might see 1 or 2 tattoos, but like I said, rock, hip hop, reggae, country. You might see 1, 2, but like I said, in most, like, maybe like 3 to 4 genres of music, it's tattoos is a big thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a big thing.
Especially being an artist or somebody in the entertainment business, you want to stand out a little bit. You know.
I just think it's more mainstream now. You see it more.
It definitely is.
It definitely is.
You see it more on the average person that were, you know, they might be goody two shoes, but they got a couple tattoos as well.
Yeah. You know, and that's another thing too. I think a lot of people get caught up in the whole. That's another thing. Like, it became a fad, so that people that weren't even thinking about that, it's like, okay, that's in now.
Right.
Like, you know, you had some people that would just get stuff to get it. Like, okay, well, starter jackets are in. Let me get my starter jacket.
Right.
You know, like, remember the I don't know if y'all remember, but like the goggles. Remember the ski goggles were in?
Yeah.
Like you would put it on top of your head. You know what I'm saying? And then like everybody started getting goggles. You know what I'm saying? Like why?
I've
never been skiing.
Didn't really
life.
use them.
You know what I'm saying? You never used them, but it was the style.
They were definitely out there.
You know what I'm saying? So
see
I
them
guess
at the mall.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Women hockey.
Right.
Let's see who's on the line. How you doing? StrongIsland.com. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm good, and I'm calling again. I just have one question
Go
for
right
all
ahead,
of you and anyone else who's listening. If you were in a dire situation, emergency situation, and you had to go to the emergency room, and your doctor had tats all over his body, his or her body, how would you feel seeing them for the first time and you're in a situation where you need emergency surgery? Would you trust them? Would you believe in them? Would you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Or your lawyer.
Or I'm about to say lawyer.
Or you're facing murder charges.
I'm about to say your lawyer, your doctor, anything like that. Me personally, I would say yes, because I'm a person with tattoos, that I know that doesn't make the person. The person is already who they are intellectually, physically, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. You can have your own knowledge, and that doesn't take away from like how you express yourself. Like I said, some people, they like to write in a diary, they like to do music, they like to express themselves through music. Some people do it with the tattoos. You know what I'm saying? So I think if my doctor or my surgeon had tattoos, we would probably talk more, and I'll probably have more appointments, because I'm like, I feel a little bit more like, I mean, all my doctors are cool.
Well, let's say you're in an emergency room and you need a surgeon, and you know, same situation. You know, you're
bleeding out or whatever.
I'm saying, you know, and he comes over, he's got tattoos all on his face and shit.
On his face?
Well,
Me, like I said.
So what? Now it's not cool.
No, I'm about to say that. I'm still going to say it again. If he is the doctor in there and he has the coat and all the nurses are behind him, I have no problem with it, me personally.
So if he's got backing, he's got people behind him, he looks like he's in charge.
If he is the one and they calling him and he walks in and he takes his mask down and I see no facial hair, I see nothing but tattoos. Like, say what if he had a tattoo of facial hair? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, I have no problem. Hey, do what you do. As long as your knowledge is there, I have no problem. Like, that's me personally.
So, caller, what is your opinion on that? Like, how would you feel? You know?
Well, me, and this is an honest opinion, if I not walked in, if I was in an emergency situation and I saw someone who came over to me and said, "Hi, I'm Dr. whomever, and I'm here to do your surgery," and they had tats all over their face, I might be petrified.
Yeah.
I might be petrified because I have judged. We all prejudge, as both of you have stated. We all prejudge. So already in my mind, I've prejudged this person to be someone who really doesn't know what they're doing. However, they are qualified to be there, and I have to get past my stereotype.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying before. We automatically prejudge, and it's not right, but we do
individually, as a society, as everything, we definitely prejudge.
You know, I wonder if there are any actual doctors or surgeons who do have major tattoos. I'm curious. Is there somebody out there?
Probably hidden. Probably hidden.
Nothing,
well, I would say in this society, definitely, as far as being a doctor, exactly what you're saying, like you being a patient, all of us being patients, it's a lot of people that say they wouldn't go to a doctor like that. So, you know, it became you have to be clean cut in order for you to be a doctor. You can't have like a lot of tattoos. You know what I'm saying? You have your hair has to be groomed a certain kind of way. You have to look a certain kind of way. You got to present yourself a certain kind of way. So I definitely don't see any doctors probably in the States. Maybe one or two, unless he owns his practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't really think a lot of doctors will have a lot of tattoos, like major tattoos, like face, neck.
Miss Cookie in the chat room says her doctor does, which doesn't surprise me.
On the face?
Yeah, he has sleeves. I guess he has it on his.
See, and you would think there's no problem with it, right?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So, you know,
Peg Star in the building.
Where's the borderline?
Yeah, what is the borderline?
Where too much is too much. Is the face and the hands? Is that you know.
Okay, so
quick
question, LA.
Yeah.
If you were in a dire situation, like everybody was just talking about, you know what I'm saying? You're in an emergency room. Your doctor walks in. He has a whole sleeve, you know what I'm saying, and hands tatted up. And then he has his whole neck done. You know what I'm saying? Basically up to here. No face, but just all of that. Would you feel some kind of way when you ask for another doctor, or you would think like, all right, well, look, he's in here. He's a, you know what I'm saying?
I would, you know what? I would, if I could speak, I would probably honestly say, dude, are you really a doctor? You know what I'm saying? I would really do it. I mean, I would do it. You know, I would just say it. I would try and say it lightheartedly somehow. I was like, you know, wow, you really a doctor? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I would do, but in the end, I would probably give in and, you know, let him, because, you know, if that's who they're sending, you know, who am I to choose, especially if I'm dying? I got to take what I can get, I guess, in this situation.
Very true. And, you know, the thing is about doctors, when you're in in a hospital, ER, anything, anybody with a white jacket walks in, you just automatically listen to what they say. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is that, like, I have no problem with her working. I have no problem with her, like Peg Star I'm talking about. She just came in the building. Like, I have no problem with her, but she's a nurse. If she was working on me, like if I was in there, she's giving me my blood pressure, the phlebotomy kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Taking my blood, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that because that's me. I had tattoos. I have no problem with that. I know that has nothing to do with your knowledge. But some people automatically look at if they have a biased opinion about tattoos, and they're like, you know what? If he has a lot of tattoos or she has a lot of tattoos, he or she cannot be that intelligent.
Yeah. So in other words, we need to get past our stereotypes and just accept people for who they are, not for how they look.
Yes. I mean that's me, and I think that society, I think society would get along a lot better if they actually got, you know what I'm saying, if you accepted somebody for who they are and let them be who they are. Don't pull them down. If anything, bring them up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be a melting pot, but they want everybody to look the same, and you see them, like, that's the thing. Like, so why not let it be a variety? Let it be some diversity in the culture, in the you know, in the whole states, United States. I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? I think you guys have opened my eyes a great deal. I mean, even to the point that, like I said, if I'm in a dire situation or emergency situation, I would not think twice about having a doctor perform a surgery on me who has tats. Whereas prior to this conversation, I may have.
Interesting.
So I thank you for that.
All right, well, I hope everything goes well.
Yeah. But
LA's praying.
No, we appreciate the call. We're just, you know what, we're just being honest and truthful. We're just talking. This is real talk.
This is real talk.
It's live.
Real talk.
So we appreciate that. But, you know, I mean, this is who we are. Unfortunately, we do prejudge people, and
as a society,
we know it's not good. We do it anyway. But
individually, we do it, but in different levels. You know what I'm saying? Some people put like this. You know, some people discriminate and don't even realize they discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I didn't even know I was discriminating against country music. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I was like, what country music? You know, like, I don't want to hear that. And then I actually listened to the words. I was like, you know what? This is like some good message and good pain.
Sure.
Sometimes you can feel the pain or their life. And you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't even giving it a chance because it was a different genre. You know, so like that's why I feel about it. It's the same thing. Same principle with tattoos.
Sometimes they talk about the same exact thing.
That's what I'm saying. So I think it's the same principle if you move it over to tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't prejudge the person. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me personally. Like, if you're in the hospital, and you, like I said, all the nurses behind you, and you have the doctor, you know, Dr. So and so, I have no problem with it. Like, you can definitely do my surgery. As long as you got gloves on, and you know the mask, everything that you're supposed to have on.
Like I said, there's nothing wrong with questioning or just making sure. Like when I was young and I was getting my tonsils out.
I want to say check it out. No.
You know,
I forgot what it's called, but I got mine out too.
Tonsillectomy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and you know that I remember hearing things. People go in for things and they get their arm removed or the wrong something get removed.
Yeah.
So when I was before I was going under the gas, I says, "You guys are removing my tonsils, right?" And they all started laughing. But I just said it. You know
had to make sure.
But what if they weren't? If I said that and they were going to schedule to remove my
nose
my
or
leg or something,
yeah,
like
you
that.
never know. That's what I'm saying.
So anyway,
because, like, you know, supposedly
there's nothing wrong with
files
just
might
asking.
get mixed up.
Pick up that wrong
Just
clipboard.
say,
Yeah, I'm about to say like, oh, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So you thinking you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what that just reminded me of? This is like a little off subject with body art, but yeah, if you've ever seen Booty Call, the movie, and remember at the end when Tommy Davidson was in the hospital and he got shot in the leg, And the older guy, he couldn't speak. He switched his file with Tommy Davidson, and he's supposed to get castrated. So basically, he went in there for a leg wound for getting shot in the leg, and now all of a sudden his file says that he's supposed to get castrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like
they don't know your name.
And that's the thing. He had no ID on him or nothing, but that just brought that up.
But you know what? That's good, and I know that this is off the beaten path. But to go along with what you're saying, that's one of the reasons why in hospitals today they not only come in and ask you who you are, you have to tell them who you are, your name, your birthday. So you better know something about yourself. And then they say, we're scheduling right this, left that, or we're scheduling whatever the surgery is.
Okay.
So, you know, you better know what you're doing, and they better know that you know what you're doing or what's supposed to be happening, because that's one of the ways that the hospitals protect themselves right now.
I hear you.
Okay.
All right, so thank you very much,
we
caller.
appreciate it, caller. Salute you.
And
Thank you.
Yeah, stay tuned. Like for next week, try to see what we're talking about. If you have any suggestions, give us an email or Facebook us and give us some topics we might want to consider for the future. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, cool. So yeah, that was pretty good. And in walks in the building.
Oh, it was perfect. It's perfect. Strange News is in the building.
Yeah, but Peg the topic.
We got Peg Star and Cheyenne. I put it together and I said P Shaw, but you know.
Peg, the topic today was tattoos, body art.
Yeah.
How much is
how
too
much
much?
Body art is too much, and does location matter?
If it's too much, is it too much? Does
I was talking
location
about.
matter?
I was talking about neck.
I mentioned that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was talking about neck, face, hands, and then we started getting into it's like the caller. That's what mine. I said I'm about to say the same thing with me. I had more than 22. I stopped counting after that, but you wouldn't even see because it's discreet. You see what I'm saying? But then the caller called in, and they said basically, what would you do if you were in a hospital and your surgeon or whatever had a face tattoo and all of that?
Let's take one more call.
Oh, we got more callers.
All right, StrongIsland.com. Can you hear us?
Hey, I got a question for F.L.O.W.Z.
Go right ahead.
F.L.O.W.Z, what's going on? I'm here. Caller, what's going on?
What's going on, F.L.O.W.Z? It's Scoop, man. Salute, baby.
Oh, Scoop, what's going on, man? Salute, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I got a question for you, baby.
Okay, I'm listening.
How many tattoos do you have, and which ones mean the most to you?
Oh, good question. How many? I don't know, because I just said...
Over 20, you said?
Yeah, boy, yeah. I stopped counting after 22. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they all discreet. You can't even see not one of them right now. But now what means the most, man? Like I would say my first tattoo is the number one. It's a rest in peace. My uncle and my aunt. You know what I'm saying? That passed away. They both passed away from cancer. Then they say one love on the bottom. It's both their initials in between. Then I got something on my chest. It says family first. You know what I'm saying? The family first. And then, like I said, I got 3 birds on both shoulders, you know what I'm saying? That represents me, my mother, and my father, and like how we always watched out for each other, you know. And
True. Respect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that's about it. I mean, like all of them mean something to me, but I don't want to go too much. Like I said, I have a lot, so I don't want to go too deep into it. Like I got some music tattoos. I have some belief tattoos. I have some RIP tattoos for like a lot of friends I lost. I got clouds. I represent New York in my tattoos also. Like it's just a lot of little things. So what about you, caller?
No doubt.
What about you, caller?
I've been following you, man. I like your music, man. I definitely understand what you're trying to say. I respect your message, man.
Oh,
I want you to keep pushing forward, baby. When you get out there, they're going to respect it.
Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that.
All right, caller. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
I respect Strong Island. I'm a big fan. I'm going to put everybody on because it definitely needs to be heard.
That's what's up, man. Absolutely. Appreciate it, man.
No doubt. Thank you for calling.
Appreciate it, man. Salute, man.
And I'm from Amityville, too, so you already know.
All right, Aville, stand up, man. But listen, salute, man. We gotta get back into a little break with the music, man. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, I'll holler at you guys. Yo, y'all stay up. Keep doing your thing.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, cool. So, all right, nice segment. That was good.
Yeah, definitely,
Very
man.
good.
We appreciate it. Listeners, callers, supporters, anybody, if you're a member, You know, if you're, StrongIsland.com member.
Yeah, become a member, and like I said, each week we'll post. F.L.O.W.Z is going to post the question of the day.
That's right.
Usually post that on Wednesday, right? So people can have Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Wednesday
between
night, Thursday morning.
Wednesday. Yeah, I'm about to say Thursday morning sometimes, but most of the time I'm trying to do it Wednesday between the day or night.
All right, so during the day, Wednesday, the question of the day will be there, so people can think about it during the day and call in and talk with us. All right, so
that's right.
We'll see you all next week. We are going to be right back with Peg and Shy.
News.
And no, it's weird and wacky news.
Sorry,
Man. You got to stay up to date, man.
Oh, now I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We're growing.
We're in wacky news.
Weird and wacky.
We
much better than strange news.
We switched up. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so StrongIsland.com,
definitely
the weekly
stay
show.
tuned.
PT, take us out. We'll be right back.
PT Spinner.